Hey guys, it's Garrett DMG here, back with another video. And today I was thinking about this one topic, this main topic. I think it has to get out because it regards JFK, it regards everything going on then, now, um, and it's the fact that there's this concept of fake media, fake news, right? Deception, here and there. But now in today's time in 2026 and just looking over everything, even analyzing the past, it seems like we've come to a time where there's really like no fake media anymore. Like the term fake news really doesn't apply anymore. And what I mean by that is a few specific things here is like the term itself, fake media, fake news. Fake, you know what I mean? It means it's not real. It's not, I don't know. It's not authentic. But at the same time, the practice in itself is, you know, the term of the media on its own and the way it's done. So it's like, is there really any fake news? More or less, it's more just biased opinion. It's just being provoked in a media sense and in like a news type of demographic and paradigm for the most part. But no, it's kind of crazy though because it's just like you hear from everybody, even politicians, like, oh, fake news, fake media, this, that. There is no fake media. If you look at it, there really isn't any. Like even your websites that you source and you vet. Like, all right, here's your .govs and your other websites. You stay away from the other websites, but it's just like there's main ones that show statistics, and numbers and certain credibilities. And now, what this fake media is really doing is just spreading their version of it. So it's more like a bias. But in that bias, there becomes an information, if that makes sense. It's almost like a game of telephone. Like if you play a game of telephone, you pass things here and there. It's not the fact that you're saying nonsense. It's the stuff that's being said. You try to pass it. You hear what I'm trying to say? So it's like it seems like what the elite have done with media and news in general, they've made it so it's been translucent. Like the president, for example, he makes it work for him because he decides to. Sorry, that's outside. He decides to call it out and extort it. And that's how he makes media work for him. The only news that he comes out with is credible. And like that's sort of like what's going to happen. I can foretell in the next coming years is we're not going to have credible media anymore. We're not going to have credible sources. Um, but there's still going to be an intelligence per se. There's still going to be a network of sorts in that noise of what you hear. It's not news. It's not media. Like when Trump says like, "Oh, fake news, fake media." He's right. But at the same time, there is an intelligence in that noise. It's not media though. It's not news because there's bias and there's opinion in there. But there is an intelligence in the noise, and there is some sort of direction and some sort of current to it. And if you pay attention to it in the pattern, you know what I'm talking about because it has the same exact cause and effect that you see in the world. It's just kind of like a little note that I sort of paid attention to because it's like, all right, you got fake news and you got the real credible news, but it's still all just practice news. It's reported, it's spoken about, and it's put out, you know. But by who? That's who you got to pay attention to. And like that's the part of the fake news that there is no fake news because no matter who it's coming from somewhere, and there's a reason why behind it. So in itself, that's like indirect news on its own. Did that make sense? So it's sort of like an in-depth sort of explanation on on my philosophy on how in today's coherent, if there is one, civilization, that there's no fake news. In fact, there is no news at all, really. I mean, I haven't really heard any uh, astounding revelations in the world. Not the way news used to be, like where there was always something new. It's almost like finding out the weather every day. It's like it's like it's important to do it, but at the same time, it's like you're gonna expect something different every day. I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling on, but I don't know. You kind of get the point. Like news doesn't really seem to be so hyped up as what it used to be. There's no nuances when it comes to the media today. And I think that's why a lot of people, including politics, they say fake media, fake news, because why? It's stuff that you've already heard before as well, and it's not stuff that I don't know. It seems like there's like a fine line between what media does and what it can do, and just journalism in general. But who the fuck am I? I'm Clark Kent. No, I'm just kidding. But that's the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Do you think there's just no news at all anymore? Do you think it's just a practice now of uh, mixed intelligence, mixed ideologies, really, and mixed direction and manipulation? Or do you think there is fake news? Like there is just the concept of this fake media? But I'll see you guys in the next one.